Last month, March 2025, was actually our best month ever. We sold just under $25,000 worth of used clothing online, and today I want to share with you about 20 of our best sales. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, I do appreciate you stopping by to check out the channel. My name is Ari, and together with my wife, we have been reselling clothing full-time for a couple of years now. Last month, we sold a little over $16,000 worth of clothing on eBay and a little over $8,000 worth of clothing on Whatnot, focusing mainly on men's clothing on eBay and women's clothing on Whatnot. If you guys have any questions about eBay, Whatnot, YouTube, anything like that, drop it in the comment section below. We're happy to answer, happy to give any information that we can. Alrighty, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into these 20 items. Alrighty, so we have 20 items starting in the $40 range all the way to the $150 range. Let's rock and roll. First item, Birdwell Beach Breeches. Birdwell Beach Breeches is a brand known for their board shorts. This, however, is a hoodie, and their hoodies also sell pretty well. This is a size small, terry cloth, like towel style, beach style hoodie. Really nice, honestly, really nice little hoodie here. And this sold for $44.95, full price, $44.95, and it sold pretty quickly. Next item is a Disneyland Spirit jersey. Again, these are like up and down in pricing depending on what you have. I think we had a pretty nice model here. It has like a bunch of classic characters like printed throughout. I believe it was in pretty good condition. Yeah, it looks pretty crazy. And it's sold for also full price, $44.95 on the Disneyland Spirit jersey. Next item is a brand you need to know. We haven't really found too many like substantial pieces from this brand. I don't know if they make substantial pieces. I'm sure they probably do. But the brand is Imogene and Willie. Imogene and Willie. This was a men's shirt in a size medium, black, faded wash, with a graphic on the front. We listed it for $49.95, and we got like a $35 offer, and then we countered at $39.95, and they accepted that offer, I believe within like 1 or 2 days of listing. So definitely be on the lookout for Imogene and Willie. And let me just go through the pictures really quick. That's always the front graphic, and here's what the tag looks like. Pretty easy to spot. It's got like a little cross, Imogene and Willie, made in the USA, 100% cotton. Very nice. Next item is a vintage Berkeley sweatshirt, men's size 2XL, gray, pro weave crew neck, made in USA. Okay, so you can just kind of tell by looking at it that this is probably a vintage sweatshirt. Once you kind of like sell a couple, run through a couple, they've got the like boxy look. The letters can be kind of a little funny looking. That like tight sleeve cuff is usually a pretty solid indicator of something that's a little bit older. This one did have, we called it Pro Weave, and I'm showing here the side on the sweatshirt because that's like the traditional cut for like a reverse weave sweatshirt, which is a really popular thing. And this is on the MV Sport tag, which is not a super popular tag, but it is, people do know about this tag, and it is like a somewhat liked tag. And again, this Pro Weave, people know that the Pro Weave is kind of like a reverse weave. Not wannabe, but kind of like a reverse weave wannabe. Anyways, these, like, if this was a true like champion reverse weave vintage Berkeley sweatshirt, definitely you're going to be getting a lot more than $49. But this, again, being a vintage Berkeley sweatshirt, we were still able to get $50 on it on the MV Sport Pro Weave tag. Very nice sale. Here we go. I believe we're going to see two pairs of these, or two similar pairs of these today. The first pair here is a dark sport pants, men's medium, blue and white, like track pants. These were like wide leg, super wide leg, and they were numbered 521 of 1,000. Usually dark sport like numbers their items, which I guess is kind of cool. It makes it somewhat sought after. I think somebody bought these and did not like them because they were in absolutely like brand new condition. Here's on the tag, it says 521 of 1,000. Pretty cool. And they were a size medium, and they sold, I believe, for full price. No, we took an offer on these, $37. Quick sale for sure. And then here we have a classic item for us. This is an Outrigger Canoe Club shirt. from Waikiki, Hawaii. This is a red long sleeve with a hole in the armpit. Holy smokes. Hole in the armpit. Still sold for $40. Here we have a Frank and Eileen shirt, women's medium blue white plaid. This is the berry model. It was linen. We had it listed for $69.95 and we took a $40 offer on that one. Kind of low on that offer, low-key. That's okay. Vintage Levi's jeans. Next sale is a vintage Levi's jeans. Men's 33 by 31 blue light wash orange tabs. Orange tab. Let's see it. Orange, where's my orange tab? Orange tab, 505 model, made in Mexico. And as you can see, these were pretty distressed throughout and pretty, like, not dirty, but had some dirty spots. And they sold for full price, $49.95 on the vintage 505 orange tabs. Here we have a pair of Dark Sport. This is the Dark Sport woman's line. These were the she. It says she right here, which is the woman's line. Did the other one say she? No, this one doesn't say she, and then this one says she on the tag. So this is like the woman's line, and these were $199 of 1,000, and these were like a very nice, same thing, kind of a wide leg sweat pant. Cool style, and they sold for full price, $54.95. Also a quick sale on these. I believe we found them together, so quick sales on both. This one here is a Columbia titanium out-dry jacket in a woman's large white black full zip in like great condition. We had it listed for $74.95 and we did take a $40 offer on that one. Next item was a beautiful pair of Lucky Brand jeans. These were a size 25, blue floral embroidered wide leg Lil Maggie. That's what they're called. Look at that beautiful embroidery. Beautiful embroidery. Very nice pair of jeans. Very nice. Size 0/25 waist. And here it says Lil Maggie jean. And I checked comps before I bought these, and I saw a pair of these had just sold in a size 25 pretty recently for around the same price. So we took a chance on them. I think we paid $5 or $7 for them. And they did sell for $50. We took a $50 offer on the Lucky Brand jeans. Brioni is a solid brand to look out for sure. This is a Brioni tie. We got a little bundle of these Brioni ties in a trade with a friend of mine, with a buddy of ours. We traded some vintage clothing for some Brioni ties, and we sold this one for $44.95. Next item is a woman's item. This is a triple Aught Design sweater. Triple Aught Design, you have to know this brand. This is a woman's sweater, size small, brown green, full zip, sold for full price, $74.95. This is your logo. It doesn't say Triple Aught Design anywhere usually, but you do have this logo here, so do get familiar with that logo. Here on the bottom on this one, Triple Aught Design. You really don't usually get that that big spell out like that, so you have to be familiar with the logo. Sometimes you get this little tag on the inside, TAD, with this thing, and again, sometimes it does say Triple Aught Design, sometimes it doesn't. Usually you can find it somewhere though, like on the button or on the inside label or on a really small label somewhere. You can look closely and find the Triple Aught Design spell out, but as far as like flicking through the racks, you might just get this. You might just get a little S label here with a black label with nothing, and then this Triple Aught Design, the whole thing will be hiding on the inside seam. So just throwing that out there, do not pass up on these. Again, it's a woman's small, sold for $74.95. So imagine what like a men's large, men's extra large would sell for. Probably double. Here we have a pair of Y2K South Pole jeans. We put these under baggy fit. They are the red tab model, but I know they're not like the super baggiest. We listed them for $125 and we took a $60 offer. Somebody was kind of crying in the offer section. And I'm usually like kind of a softie when people like want to give me like a sob story. So I guess you can send offers to me with a sob story and I'll probably accept them. Anyways, vintage Levi's jeans, vintage Levi's baggy silver tab jeans, men's 34 by 32, light blue faded wash, USA made. We listed for $89.95. $89.95. This is like a Pretty dream find right here. Beautiful big purple baggy letters right there. Kind of a big size, but that's okay. I guess they fit a 34, 32, according to me and my measurements. And they were a silver tab. Let's see that silver tab. Yeah, these things were pretty wrecked. Boom. Anyways, we took a $60 offer and sold these vintage Levi's baggy silver tab jeans. Next item is a vintage Carroll and Company sweater, men's medium, gray cardigan, super alpaca, made in Italy. Here's your tag. Carroll and Company, this is vintage, super alpaca. It's got a big hole right there. Holy smokes. Or is that holes or missing buttons? Yeah, it's got a small hole on the side and there are some missing buttons. I put in the description. And we still priced it for $119.95. I guess they must have been going for some crazy money. And we did take an offer of $70, and we received positive feedback on that already with the hole and the missing buttons. Beautiful, beautiful. Next item is a pair of Naked and Famous jeans, men's size 36, black chino, red selvage, Japanese denim. I got all those keywords from like probably inside the jeans, so I didn't make none of that up. Let me see, what do we got? Where's our red selvage? Let me see. It says right here, black chino selvage. Why do we put red selvage in there? Oh, there you go. Maybe red line is what we meant to put? I don't know. Anyways, we listed for $99.95 and they sold for $74.96. Basically 25% off of that $99.95. Next item, this was kind of a banger. We found a couple pieces of this similar stuff at a thrift store. I believe we sold 1 or 2 pieces of it already other than this one, so it is going pretty well. This was a Nike Los Angeles Chargers sweatpants, men's size large, gray, NFL team coach issued. So these, boom, boom, just kind of classic looking Nike sweatpants. Very nice quality for sure on these. Minor blemish on the thigh there. And if you can see on the inside, they have this printed tag here. This says Los Angeles Chargers C. O'Leary 23C, which is usually like players and coaches to kind of get this type of label inside of their clothing like this. So we looked it up, and this is Chris O'Leary, which I believe is a like special teams coach for the LA Chargers. So we listed them for $99.95, and they did sell for full price $99.95. Next item is kind of crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this item in the comments below. This is a vintage LA County Jail inmate shirt. Men's extra large, white, yellow ringer. Rare, distressed, faded, worn. I had 2 of these, and the one that was in better condition sold for $40. And the one with the stains and the falling out hem sold for $99.95. Here is your tag. Here's your hit on the back as well, which is pretty cool. The LA County Jail hit on the back. Pretty crazy. And there you go. $99.95 on the LA County Jail inmate shirt. Few left, guys. I think 2 sales left. 2 sales left. Next up is a purple label Ralph Lauren jacket. Men's medium beige, 100% linen, made in Italy. My buddy at the bins actually threw this to me. He said, I got something nice for you. And he handed me this. You know, pretty cool. Solid dude. Didn't sell it to me. Didn't ask me to trade anything. He said, I got something for you, and just gave it to me. We know that. We know what that means, you know? Somebody gives you something nice, you got to repay the favor. That's just how it goes, you know? It's like the unwritten rules of the streets, of the bins, of probably most places, you know? But again, it's just I don't want to, it's not even like that, you know? It's just like, it's just good relationships with good people, you know? And, yeah, anyways, I was talking with my wife about it. Like, it seems like the more you kind of put out those vibes, the more they like come back to you. And then like, it's not just you, it's like, it's the other people are also receiving like the good vibes and the good energies. And again, the more you kind of do that, the more it kind of seems like it's happening like all over from all angles. And that's what we try to do. That's what we try to do. You know, we take care of our friends, and people that take care of us, we take care of them. And again, it's not just to take care of people. It's, you know, we're just grateful. And again, it's just relationships, friendships, and things work better that way, I think. Anyways, yapping. Got this from a buddy. And believe me, I hooked him up as well. And this was a beautiful, beautiful purple label Ralph Lauren jacket. It has like a crease here on the pocket, minor blemish there on the pocket. Here is your beautiful label. I was like pretty shocked when I opened the folded up bundle and realized that's what he had handed me. He knew what it was, obviously. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro. Sold for $89. We took an $89 offer on that purple label jacket. Probably could have sold for a little bit more. Yeah, all good. Maybe it was a slow day. Anyways, very grateful for an $89 sale out of the Goodwill bins. And next item, last item of the day, I still haven't done I still haven't done research on this right here. We can do a little bit together. Unus Annus is a YouTube project created by Mark Fishback, Ethan Nestor, and Amy Nelson. The channel featured daily vlogs of Mark and Ethan going on adventures, attempting DIY projects, and making skits for exactly 1 year before ultimately being willingly deleted once the time ran out. Boom. Okay, so that's kind of what the gist of what I knew already. So basically, it was a bunch of YouTubers that did like a project, and it was going to be like a 1 year project, which I believe Unus Annus kind of sounds like Latin for 1 year. Un año, 1 year. I'm not sure. Maybe I might be reaching there. So I guess they made a bunch of content, lasted for a year. At the end of the year, they deleted everything. Pretty cool, I guess. I don't know if they made this merch during that time, during that month, and that's why it's worth so much, or if it was like merch that came after. I'm really, really not too sure. But I did find this Unus Annus hoodie at the Goodwill bins. This was the Coffin Hourglass graphic sweatshirt, is what I called it. And we listed it for $149.95, and I believe it sold for full price. $149.95 on the Unus Annus hoodie, men's medium, black, faded, Coffin Hourglass graphic sweatshirt. Pretty sweet. That's gonna be it for the 20 something items for today. They were all eBay sales on this video. I do wish I could show some whatnot sales a little bit easier. However, there's not really a way to, or maybe I gotta figure out the back end a little bit better, but I don't think there's really a way to look at your sales the same way as eBay and kind of like organize high to low or look for like your big sales. You kind of got to like remember and go back to the shows. So just off top, I do remember we sold a pair of mother jeans for $95. We also sold a Veronica Beard jacket for like $70. We sold a bunch of mother jeans in the $40, $50, $60 range. We sold a Lulu scuba jacket for $54 just the other day. So definitely some big money sales going down over on the Whatnot platform as well. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned a new brand, picked up a new keyword, or if you guys have anything to teach me about any of these items, I do appreciate that. You could drop that in the comments below. Anyways, we will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. It does help a ton. And again, we will for sure be back with the next one soon. Thank you guys. Peace.